Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. Okay, for this time, I would like to say thank you so much for our lecture, especially for my lecture of semantic is Miss Fitria, who has gives me opportunity or occasions to give the explanations, the four explanations that I will tax for final tests, I think. But firstly, maybe not knowing, not loving. I would like to introduce myself. My name is Nurul Umam and I'm from Plapa Village, Pekanbaran Subdistrict and Pungkasan Regency. And today I would like to explain about four material about the semantic. And my name is in the end 11 and 35th. Okay, I want to start my explanations. The first I would like to explain about the grammatically exceptions meaningful list and definitions of the sentence. The sentence meaning is an important component of the general accounts of linguistics meanings. Study it raises important issues about the binding relevance data about the use of institutions data. Grammatical is a feature, but it's once and um, should not be identified by acceptability, and acceptability should not be identified by the meaningfulness. Acceptability is a predicate of our linguistics that at buttons a big part of that data is adjustments of the acceptability of occurrence of the sentence in special context. Meaningfulness is the sentence are grammaticals well formed. However, they are either meaningful of meaningfulness. Meaningfulness is like opinions of John Ian's as when we look at word or in praise. As the meaningfulness unit, we also have to deal with the fact that and the one head and single forms may be combined with several meanings. And one the and on the other, some meanings may be combined with the several written forms. Meaningfulness uh, explores theories about the relationships of qualitative situations of the mathematical models of the situations, with a special emphasis and on the qualitative significance of quantitative concepts and systematic about the mathematical models such as theories also called theories of meaningfulness as like opinions and errors and to 20 and 2 okay, okay, that's the first topic for me. For the second topic, the definitions of meanings, I would like to explain about the morphemes. Morpheme is the smallest meaningful units in the language. The main difference between morphemes and a word that morphemes sometimes does not stand alone, but word by definitions always stands alone. When a morpheme can stand alone, it is considered a word become it has a meaning of its own. For example, happy. Okay, when the depends of the other morphemes is to difference as idea. It is an affix because it has grammatical functions. For example, in irregular, that's morphemes. Um, okay, and the next is homonyms. are words that are pronounced and spellings that sounds as each other. For example, mate and it and mate again. And polysemy is word or phrase with difference but relate sense. For example, the verb to get can mean procures. I'll get the drinks becomes the gut skirt. Understands? I get it. Okay, lexical ambiguity. Lexical ambiguity is writings that occurs um, that when a sentence contains a word that has more than one meaning. Okay? And lexical ambiguity is also called semantic ambiguity. Obscures that will tell us instant and confuse the reader. Lexical ambiguity is the sometimes used intentionally to create a point which is the place of word, often to be defined. For example, what has four wheels and fails? Gearbox strokes. That's the example. Definitions and understandings of sentence. The meaning of the sentence is a combinations of words. A phrase that are image according to certain arrangements patterns so they have a meaning or meaning. A sentence must be component of the last two word or two phrase. Okay, namely uh, one subject word and one predicate word. In addition, a sentence must also have the certain meaning of meaning according to Susilo in the 19 and 90 in the 1990 a word press is combinations of word can only be categorized into the sentence it is um, fulfills the five characteristics of the sentence, namely having a meaning complete by following certain arrangements rules and stand alone or independence of the sentence, have a praise and the ends with the intonation. Okay, that's the second topic for me. For the third explanations is mine is the dimensions of meanings. I would like to explain this topic by myself. Okay, for the first division and reference, and the second connotations, sense relations, lexical and grammatical meanings. Okay, I will start from the first title is definitions and reference. Reference is the relations between a language expression such as the door, both dogs and the others. Yeah, the others dogs and whatever we expression uh, pertains to in a particular situations of language use, including the speaker main imaginings. Reference is the way speakers and hearers use an expression successfully. Okay, and the second kind of references, the English expression part of language, things or persons part of word. Some expressions in language can have a variable reference. Example, orange. There is two kinds, this of words and colors. Some other expression, however, to different reference external the months have constant references. Don't denotation the straight forward or comes sense meanings or sense literally what is the actual source in images. Example, while the rose is flowers, so straightforward. Meanings or denotations, a cake is a vote it. Denotations, connotation is the emotional and imaginative associations surrounding its word. Kinds of connotation, clever or positive connotations, This word, what the makes people good and valuables and negative connotations, what is provoke and negative emotional response, natural connotations, not good and bad in difference, use when the another one other does what so strong emotions either way. And let's see the example, guys. This is the positive, neural, negative. The positive next is that is glamorous necklace. John is a little. That is a nice necklace. This is Godi necklace. And the second, George is little ones. John is a child. That's right. Okay, sense relations. Sense relations is pragmatic relations between one word or phrase. Kinds of sense relations: synonym, antonym, polysemy, and homonymy. Synonym is the word and means exactly the same as or way, nearly the same as another word in the same language. Second, antonymy is a word which has a opposite meaning. Polysemy is the third. Polysemy is a word that has many meanings, but it includes one central graph. Hyponym is a word whose meanings summarize in literal sense. And lexical and grammatical meanings. Lexical or the derivations ontologies studies word formations which produce word new word. Okay, it can change part of speech and meaning. Grammaticals or influence morphology. Studies word formations relate to grammar. It does not change part of speech and meaning, and but gives signal grammatical information. Okay, I want to continue my explanations about the semantics. I mean, the subject of semantics. And the next, I mean, the fourth or the last explanation from me, I think lexical semantics. Okay, the meaning of lexical semantics. Lexical definition of theorems, also known as the dictionary definitions, is the meaning of the terms in common usage. Lexical words are those that have indefinite meanings, such as a noun, verb, adjective, adverb, or prepositions. Semantic is the perhaps the most difficult part of the grammar of language to learn. Lexical semantics is the branch of linguistics that consists with the study of lexical meaning. Semantic features. Semantic features is a sense of some linguistic units of different individuals' meanings. Lexical, semantic, polysemy, synonymy, antonyms, and hyponyms. And the first is polysemy. Polysemy is the state of phenomena is with the word that have the then one meanings. In the other word, it can be described as multiple meanings of word. The words are considered to be related etymological. Example: planes, singles, or English in entries, planes, subject with nothing's a date or not the context is any always. For example, this blouse is two planes. And the second synonyms is the state or prominence is with the word that sounds different. Difference is pronunciation but have the same or identical meaning another word or phrase. Example: small, little, or big, large, mother and father parents. Anonyms is the state of phenomenon is which the word have the sentence relations. The word part of the anonym can be defined into several parts. Implicity gradables pairs Antonym refers to what relate the objects that modifiably in world themselves does don't perfect or absolute describe again. And the next is complementary pulse or complementary refers to the existence of pairs that had the range of one implies that association of the other. And the next is hyponymy. Hyponymy is the start or pronominals that would can two relations between more general terms or lexical references and the more specific instance. For example, the lexical version of red, yellow, green, and blue, and the colors. Sometimes that is not to the single word its language and express a state of human example, clarence, witchery, Venus, and the others. Semantic vault. Semantic vault is a set of the word or concerned with the relation with meanings. Semantic field is also known as a word field, lexical field meaning, and semantic systems. Semantic fields, more specifically, is the set lexicons with the covers a sentence, conceptual domains, and which appear certain special relationship to another. Okay, the kinds of semantic fields. Semantic fields is the child's language develops and the child grows and perceives that distinctions amongst concepts and objects. Semantic fields and dictionary the sense tree have been some attempts to design dictionaries according to the semantic field. Semantic fields and translation have a large cut of word difference with semantic fields and vocabularies teaching human brain does not store word in randoms without any relationships or connections among the or store there's impulse or there's the dictionary others. Okay, that's my explanations. um, from the first explanation, the second, and the third and the fourth, or the last. If you found for the last, if you found mistake in my word in my explanation just now, I'm so sorry in my explanation. If I'm so sorry because you're a human, I'm beginner for studying about the semantic. For the last, wabillahi taufiq wal hidayah. Wassalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh.